Hi guys, welcome to Rochelle's Cooking Corner. Today I am going to be making some smothered pork chops. Now I don't eat pork, my husband don't eat pork, but we used to. But somebody requested that I make this for them because I made it for them before, and they asked me if I would make them some smothered pork chops. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be making some smothered pork chops today. Now I don't have a taste tester here, but I promise you, this is going to be the best you've seen yet. So stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and get set up, and I'll be back to show you how I make my smothered pork chops. All right, stay tuned. Okay, let me go over my list of ingredients. Of course, I have some flour, probably about 1.5 cups, not much, just something to dredge my pork chops in. I have garlic that I'm going to be using once I start smothering them. I have granulated garlic, granulated onion powder, a little parsley, and some black pepper. I don't use too much salt, but I will put a little salt on my pork chops today. And once I started smothering them, I'm going to put a little bit kitchen bouquet, a little browning in there. And so let's go ahead and get started with the seasonings first. Okay, obviously let's put a little bit of black pepper on the pork chops. Pork chops is one of those type of meats you don't need to heavily season it, but it just needs the right amount of seasoning. And you definitely want to make sure that bone in there gets plenty of flavor, because people love to chew and maul on that bone. Okay, so that's some black pepper, and we're going to do the other side the same way. This is a little bit of onion powder. Garlic powder. Oh, I'm going to put some paprika on these too. Ooh, excuse me. All right, let me get my paprika. I'll be right back. Okay, great. So in lieu of salt, I'm going to put a little bit of the Caribbean chicken seasoning here, which is really good. So let me put a little bit on there, because you have sodium already in here, so I don't need to use salt. Here's the paprika. Paprika doesn't really give food a distinct flavoring, but it does give really nice color. So it really takes on the flavor of whatever else you're using. But I like the color it gives your meats. And so we're going to press this in, and we're going to do the other side as well. And make sure your seasoning gets really in your meat. And yes, I used to eat pork. I love me some ham shank to put in my beans and greens and things like that. And I loved ham at the holiday time, a nice big ham. I loved pork chops. Well, not love, because I wouldn't marry it, but I liked pork chops, bacon. Oh my God, I love me some bacon. Unfortunately, my husband and I have high blood pressure, so we stopped eating pork. Not only that, you know, it just goes against everything, all my teachings, that I shouldn't be eating pork. So we stopped. But I don't knock anybody who loves pork or wants to eat it. Have at it. I'm cooking it for somebody else, so they enjoy it. I don't mind cooking it. If I had a restaurant, I'm pretty sure I'd probably be serving some type of pork in my restaurant, because people like it. And so I want everybody to enjoy what they eat or what they like. Not a problem. Put some more onion, garlic powder on this other side. Here's the onion. And I'm also going to be using some fresh onions and peppers and maybe even some mushrooms. I haven't decided yet. But I like it with mushrooms. But since it ain't really for me, I don't really want to use my mushrooms in it. Because that other person may not like to have mushrooms in their smothered pork chops. And let me get a little chicken seasoning. And then let me put a little parsley. Now if you know, you know I have fresh parsley and thyme in my garden, but this will suffice for real, for real. Now when I'm smothering it and letting it simmer for a while, I may throw a couple of sprigs of fresh thyme and a couple of sprigs of fresh parsley in here, because parsley just does something to your flavor of your food. Parsley is a really good thing to put in certain dishes. Okay, now this is the flour that I'm gonna dredge it in. Now of course you want to put some of your same spices in your flour. You don't have to use that much, just a little bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of paprika, and a little bit of chicken flavor. And then of course you want to incorporate it. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and dredge it. Now I'm going to let it set after I dredge for a few minutes. That way the flour will stay on. And I cleaned this pork because you know I'm going to clean my meat. I just used white vinegar to clean it. I didn't soak it, but I did wash it off with white vinegar. And what I always say about cleaning your meat is it allows for the flavors that you want to incorporate in it or to add to it to really adhere to it. So, and you also cleared out some of the bacteria that's found in store-bought meat. Store-bought meat. Now I am going to use some of this flour, maybe, possibly, we'll see, to make a little roux. Normally I would use also maybe cornstarch, but this person likes flour. Gravy made with flour. So I know because I've cooked this for them several times, and that's how they like it. Trying to press it in. Now I'm going to not deep fry, but fry these in some Western oil, some vegetable oil. But any kind of oil you want to fry it in, you can. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clean up and I'll meet you at the stove. Okay guys, I'm back. Okay, so I went on and put in about this much cooking oil. Maybe a quarter. Okay, sorry about that guys. I didn't know my battery had went out on me, so I had to change my battery. But I had already started the first batch that I thought I was putting on camera, and I apologize I didn't. But I have another batch, so this one is getting ready to come out. I just want it brown. I didn't want it cooked thoroughly because I'm going to smother them. And so I can put them right back on this pan because I'm going to put them in some oil soon. In some gravy anyway. So let me go ahead and start the last batch. And I apologize. I didn't know my battery had went out. Okay. I'm glad I checked. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing to this batch as I did to that batch. Just brown it on both sides. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to start making a roux for the gravy. I'm going to put in onions and green peppers. And then I'm going to put a little bit of garlic in there and also some browning just to give the gravy some color if it needs to. I don't know if it needs it, but if it needs it, I have it waiting for that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish cooking these, and then I'll come back, and then we'll start it with the roux and start my gravy, and then let it simmer for a little while, and then we'll come back again. So I don't want to keep you and bore you with frying pork chops because I'm sure you know how to do this part of it, but I just wanted to show you how I make smothered pork chops. So I'll be back shortly. Okay guys, I'm back. I have finished browning the pork chops. I've taken most of the oil out of the pan. I just left a little bit just to use some of the same flour that I dredged the pork chops in to make a roux. I don't have to use a lot of it because I still have there's flour on the pork chops, so that's going to help thicken it as well. So I have it on medium. I'm going to let some of this flour cook out so it doesn't taste like flour. Let it brown a little bit. Start my tea kettle so I can have some hot water. It's browning up nicely. Turn it down a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic in here, some onion. Some onion. water. Yeah, that's good. Salt to this, give it some flavor. Not much. And some pepper. That's enough. I'm going to add a little bit kitchen bouquet here just to give me a nice color. It's like a pork gravy. Yeah, that's good. You don't need it darker than that. Bit more water to it. Okay, that's good. I'm going to go ahead and bring this gravy to a small boil, and then we'll add the pork chops to it. Okay, be right back. Okay, we're back. We're going to go ahead and start putting these pork chops in. Allow them to simmer and tenderize. I'm going to add the rest of my peppers and onions on top. I don't think it needs anything else. And we're going to let these simmer on medium low for about 30 minutes, and then we'll come back and check on them. Hey guys, just wanted to update you on the smothered pork chops. Gravy looks fantastic. Look how silky that is. And so it's coming along nicely. We're going to allow it to keep slow cooking. And tenderizing itself. I wish you can smell this. It smells so good. I'm going to have to be the judge of the person who's going to pick these up because I'm not going to taste it. But believe me, it's fantastic. Look at that. Nice. And it doesn't need anything else except for additional cook time. And like I said before, if you wanted to add mushrooms to this, that would be a great addition. I love mushrooms, so this would be a great addition in here. I'm just not going to add mushrooms to it because the person I'm making these for don't want mushrooms in theirs. They like it just like this, and so I'm going to give them what they asked for. Okay, we'll be back. Okay guys, I'm all done. I'm back. And the pork chops are done. I'm just going to plate one just so you can see how tender they are. Look at this gravy. It's so silky. The peppers are nice and tender. And so it's all done. My friend is going to be so happy. So happy. And I call her to tell her she can come pick up her pork chop and get them out of my house. But they're all done. Look at that. They're all done. Okay. Now you see me put it back. It's not for me. Look at that. So, if you like this recipe, please let me know in the comment section. If you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. Please give me a thumbs up, letting me know you like it. And share. That's how I can get my channel to grow. And I need my channel to grow. So if you can share my videos, that would be awesome. Until next time, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.